Consoli from Asca News Italy. May I ask presidents whether during the summit, the Euro summit, the issue of debt relief was discussed, as the Greek government clearly wanted, and what was the position of member states on this issue? Thanks.
This is not the time to discuss that issue.
We take the next question. See the gentleman here.
Ilias Siakandaris from Alpha TV. I would like to, in Greece, here. I would like to ask you, are you concerned, are you worried by the fact that many measures in the Greek proposal have a horizontal nature and they have recessionary effects? I'm talking about private economy, business, the increase in all these measures that we've seen.
Maybe, but I'm not so sure that parts of the proposals which were made could have marginally recessionary tendencies. But we are working on that because technical talks are going on, and our teams are sitting together right now in parallel to the meetings we had. I have to draw your attention to the fact that the Commission and I myself I was proposing to our Greek friends a program of 35 billions to be dispersed from now to 2020, enhancing the growth perspective of Greece. This is not money, to put it simply, for the budget. This is real money for the real economy. This is not only about budgetary consolidation, fiscal consolidation, although this is of paramount importance, but we need growth and we need jobs in Greece, and we have to give an answer to what is called and what is correctly described as that the humanitarian crisis in Greece. So the Commission is ready to provide to Greece 35 billions and more from now to 2020, front-loading some measures in a way that even 1 billion could be dispersed in the second semester of this year. I would like the Greek public, the normal Greeks, the ordinary Greeks, which are not less intelligent than the elites in Europe, to know that we are offering 35 billion in order to enhance the growth perspectives of Greece in the next coming years. This is part of our proposals.
Thank you. We'll take one more question. I see the lady there in the middle, on the right side, in the white dress.
Thank you. Suzanne Lynch from the Irish Times. Mr. Juncker, could you tell us if there was much discussion this evening about the state of the Greek banking system, whether the issue of capital controls is a concern, and whether how much contact is going on between the ECB and the Commission on this issue of the banks?
Capital controls were not mentioned tonight.
We'll take one last question. I see the gentleman there in the middle, Mark.
Good evening, Mark Peberkorn, Volkskrant Netherlands. A question for Mr. Juncker. You said you are convinced that we will find the compromise this week. How can you be so convinced? And as far as I know, the Euro Working Group and the Eurogroup first have to go through all the measures, if they're solid enough, and then afterwards also the Greek Parliament and the other parliaments have to approve them.
I'm convinced that we will come to a final agreement in the course of this week, for the simple reason that we have to find an agreement this week. We cannot play, as they are saying on football fields, we cannot play prolongations.
Thank you very much. We have no more time. Thank you for your attendance. Good night.
Thank you.
Okay.